Now let's talk about the political, economic, social, cultural environment, technology, and geographic and competitive. So the 6 environments. So let's first of all think about the political environment. Let's think about laws, rules, regulations. For example, are you in a profession or are you in a type of business where there would be industry credentials? And the industry credentials may change across provincial boundaries or across state lines or even across country lines. So that's something to think about. The other thing too would be how politics would affect things like the tax rate, the income tax rate, and are you taxed as a resident or are you taxed as someone who's from another country because of the number of months that you stay here or so on. So there's all kinds of laws, rules, regulations that affect your ability in job hunting. Also regulations that affect the company and also opportunities. Sometimes the government changes laws about funding or about how companies can write off certain expenses. And if you can find out about that and put your name against an opportunity for being hired full-time because the government can subsidize part of your salary, then that's a good thing to know and understand. Laws, rules, regulations. The economic environment. The economic environment, you'd be tempted to spend the whole time talking about how much work you can do for the lowest possible rate. But that's not really what you want to describe yourself as. You don't want to get paid for your time. You got to get paid for what you know. I've gone into consulting companies sometimes where I only spend about half a day with them and I charge them $5,000. I said, because what I told you is going to save your company tens of thousands of dollars. And they had no problem with that because I explained the actual sequence of what was going to happen. So it's the same thing with you, right? You've got a lot of choice, but don't be too hard on yourself and decide to accept something that's lower than you can actually afford or lower than what you think you deserve. Because if you just look a little bit harder or network with another bunch of former students, you'll be able to find something that respectfully pays you what you deserve to. Especially in this particular climate where a lot of younger people have taken on understanding of new technologies that older people don't, then they'll pay for that competence. Political, economic, social, cultural. Social culture would be things like languages, cultural background, comfortable in different work type of environments with different types of people. This is why anybody who studied at U of T or Seneca College, Seneca being the largest college in Canada and U of T being the largest university in Canada, would have that experience, doing group work project. And say things like that when you're asked in a job interview, do you have anything else you want to talk about? You say, yeah, I went to Seneca. We have the most diverse cultural background of any students in North America and the largest population. So that would be something that would tell the person that you have experience and comfortable way of dealing with that in a work environment.